Justin Drew Bieber was born on March 1, 1994, in a small town called Stratford, Ontario, Canada. Stratford was quiet and simple. Life there was not glamorous. No red carpets, no big stages, just normal people living normal lives. Justin was raised by his mother, Patty Mallette. She was very young when she had Justin. Life was not easy for her. She worked hard to support her son, often struggling with money. Sometimes they had very little. But Patty loved Justin deeply and always believed he was special. Justin's father was not always around, so Patty raised Justin mostly on her own. She taught him important values: kindness, honesty, and faith. Even when life was hard, she tried to stay strong for her son. From a young age, Justin showed a strong interest in music. He loved sounds, rhythms, and melodies. He did not have music lessons at first. He learned by watching others and listening carefully. Justin taught himself how to play the piano, drums, guitar, and trumpet. Music came naturally to him. At home, Justin would sing and play music for fun. Patty noticed his talent early. She saw how music made him happy. Singing gave him confidence. It became his safe place. One day, Patty decided to upload a video of Justin singing to YouTube. At first, the video was not meant to make him famous. It was only for family and friends who could not attend a local singing competition. Justin was just a kid, standing in front of a camera, singing with his heart. But something magical happened. People began to watch the video. Then more people. Then thousands. Then millions. Justin did not know it yet, but his life was about to change forever. At school, Justin was still a normal boy. He played sports like hockey and basketball. He joked with friends. He had homework and chores. But inside him lived a big dream, one he did not fully understand yet. Music was not just a hobby anymore. It was becoming a calling. Still, life was not perfect. Justin faced challenges. He felt different from other kids. Sometimes he felt lonely. Sometimes he doubted himself. But whenever he sang, those fears disappeared. Little did the world know, this small-town boy was standing at the beginning of an incredible journey. A journey that would take him from a quiet Canadian town to the biggest stages on Earth. This was only the beginning. The videos of Justin singing on YouTube continued to spread. People from different countries began watching him. They left comments like, "Who is this boy? And he is so talented." Justin was still living his normal life, but the internet was quietly opening a door for him. One day, a man named Scooter Braun clicked on one of Justin's videos by accident. Scooter worked in the music industry. At first, he thought the video was of another singer. But when he listened closely, he felt something special. Justin's voice was clear, emotional, and full of feeling. Scooter watched more videos, then more. He could not stop. He knew he had found someone rare. Scooter tried to contact Justin's family, but it was not easy. Patty was careful. She did not trust strangers online. She worried about her son's safety. But after many conversations and prayers, she decided to give it a chance. Scooter invited Justin to travel to Atlanta, USA to meet music producers. Justin was still very young. He had never been so far from home. He was nervous, excited, and afraid, all at the same time. In Atlanta, Justin met many important people in the music world. One of them was the famous singer Usher. Justin sang for him. The room became quiet. Everyone listened. Usher was impressed. Soon, Justin had two big choices. Two famous music stars wanted to sign him. For a young boy from a small town, this moment felt unreal. After careful thought, Justin signed a record deal with Usher and Scooter Braun. Justin's life began to change very fast. He moved to a new city. He spent long hours in recording studios. He practiced singing every day. He learned about fame, pressure, and hard work. He missed home. He missed his friends. Sometimes he felt lonely. But he kept going. In 2009, Justin released his first song, One Time. The song became popular quickly. Radio stations played it again and again. Teenagers around the world started talking about him. Then came his first album, My World. The success was sudden. Justin's face appeared everywhere, on posters, magazines, and TV shows. Fans screamed his name. His life was no longer private. Cameras followed him everywhere. Justin was only a teenager, but the world expected him to act like an adult. Behind the smiles and excitement, Justin felt overwhelmed. Fame was exciting, but it was also heavy. He had little time to rest. He felt pressure to be perfect. Still, one thing kept him strong: music. Whenever Justin sang, he remembered why he started. He remembered the small town. He remembered his mother's support. He remembered the boy who sang just for fun. And deep inside, he knew this journey was far from over. As Justin Bieber's fame grew, his life changed in ways he never imagined. Everywhere he went, people recognized him. Fans waited outside hotels. Cameras followed him on the streets. His name was everywhere, on TV, online, and in magazines. Justin became one of the most famous teenagers in the world. His songs topped music charts. Concerts sold out in minutes. Millions of fans, known as Beliebers, supported him passionately. They loved his music, his smile, and his story. Justin felt grateful, but the pressure was intense. Being famous at such a young age was not easy. Justin had little privacy. He could not walk freely or live like other teenagers. While other boys went to school and hung out with friends, Justin traveled from city to city, performing and promoting his music. His schedule was full. Rest was rare. Slowly, the pressure began to affect him. Justin felt tired, confused, and lost at times. He struggled with growing up in public. Every mistake he made was shared online. The world judged him quickly and harshly. Many people forgot he was still just a young man learning about life. During this time, Justin made poor decisions. He acted out. He got into trouble. The media focused more on his mistakes than his achievements. Headlines became negative. People started to criticize him instead of supporting him. Inside, Justin was hurting. He felt misunderstood. He felt angry and lonely. Fame had given him success, but it also took away his peace. He began to question himself and his purpose. Music, once his safe place, started to feel like a responsibility instead of joy. Justin's relationship with his family became very important during this period. His mother, Patty, reminded him of his values. She reminded him where he came from. She reminded him that mistakes do not define a person. Justin also began to reflect on his faith. He searched for meaning beyond fame and money. Slowly, he realized that success without peace was empty. This period of his life was painful, but it was also a turning point. Justin started to understand that growing up means taking responsibility. He knew he had to change, not for the public, but for himself. He wanted to heal, to mature, and to become a better man. Behind the fame, behind the noise, Justin was still that small-town boy with a love for music. He just needed to find himself again. This chapter of his life was dark, but it taught him powerful lessons about humility, growth, and forgiveness. And soon, Justin would begin a journey of healing and transformation that surprised the world. After years of pressure and public criticism, Justin Bieber reached a point where he knew something had to change. Fame had given him success, but it had also taken a toll on his mental and emotional health. He felt exhausted, empty, and unhappy. Justin decided to step back from the spotlight. For the first time in years, he slowed down. He canceled tours. He spent more time alone, thinking deeply about his life and choices. This was not an easy decision. Many people did not understand. Some criticized him again. But Justin knew he needed time to heal. During this period, Justin focused on his mental health. He spoke openly about his struggles with anxiety and depression. This honesty surprised many people. For a global star, admitting weakness took great courage. Justin also returned to his faith. He began to pray, reflect, and search for peace within himself. Faith gave him strength and guidance when fame could not. Slowly, he started to feel grounded again. Another important change in Justin's life was love. Justin reunited with Hailey Baldwin, someone who had known him before the chaos of fame. Their relationship was different, calmer, more supportive, and more mature. Hailey stood by Justin during his healing journey. She encouraged him to grow, not to perform. In 2018, Justin and Hailey got married. For Justin, marriage represented stability, commitment, and a fresh start. He was no longer trying to impress the world. He was trying to build a meaningful life. Music returned to Justin's life in a new way. This time, music was not about fame. It was about honesty. His songs became deeper and more personal. He sang about pain, love, healing, and faith. Fans noticed the change. His voice carried more emotion, more truth. Justin was learning an important lesson. Falling does not mean failing. Every mistake he made taught him something. Every struggle shaped him. He was no longer running from his past. He was accepting it and growing from it. The world began to see a different Justin Bieber, not just a pop star, but a human being. And this growth prepared him for the next chapter of his life, one where success and peace could finally exist together. Justin Bieber's story is not just about music or fame. It is about growth, failure, healing, and hope. From a small town in Canada to world-famous stages, his journey has touched millions of lives. As Justin returned to music, he did so with a new heart. He was no longer chasing approval or attention. Instead, he wanted his music to be real and meaningful. Albums like Changes and Justice reflected this transformation. His songs spoke about love, forgiveness, pain, and faith. Fans who grew up listening to Justin felt connected to his story. They saw their own struggles in his lyrics. They realized that even someone famous could feel lost, broken, and unsure. Justin's honesty helped many people feel less alone. Justin also used his platform to talk openly about mental health. He encouraged young people to speak up, to ask for help, and to take care of themselves. This made him more than just a singer. He became a voice for healing and awareness. Through interviews and music, Justin shared an important message. Success without peace is not true success. Money and fame cannot replace inner happiness. True success comes from knowing who you are and living with purpose. Today, Justin Bieber is seen as an artist who has grown through pain. His journey reminds us that mistakes do not define us. What matters is how we learn from them and move forward. From singing on YouTube videos to performing on global stages, Justin's life proves that dreams can come from anywhere, even a small town. But his story also teaches us that the biggest battles are often inside us. Justin Bieber's legacy is not only his music, but his courage to change, to heal, and to become better. And that is why his true story continues to inspire the world.